Good evening, everybody. As today is Gandhi Jayanti, I'd like to highlight to you a few of the concepts of Gandhiji that can be applied in the field of education. But before we start, let's start singing together Vaishnav Jan.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही कीन पराई जाई रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही कीन पराई जाई रे दुखी उपकार करे हुए वैष्णव जन को तेरे कही पीर पराई जानी रे.
It's a beautiful song that will live with ages, live with our own lives as long as we are able to sing it with as much emotions and concern. Education, according to Gandhiji or any other leader, to describe, education is a lifelong process. It's a process of enrichment and development of the human personality by various means. Gandhiji's concept of education that it has to be practical and it has to have a strong spiritual orientation. A powerful weapon it was to bring about a silent revolutionary period. Don't you think we need a revolution in our political system? Don't you think we need a revolution in our education system? All our systems prevailing in the society is full of people who do not know the value of education itself. We need to provide education to every village, to every person living on earth. It's not necessary that you need to only educate your own children. Let us look beyond. Let us look beyond the conceptualization. The goal of education, according to Gandhiji, should all not only be to teach them the subjects, but the moral values, the character building, the evaluation, the cultivation, and the realization of what is conviction, what is being selfish. Why don't we have the empathy? Why don't we understand people these days? Why are we not bothering for what's happening around us? Why don't we improve our own or bring out the best in a child such that the child's heart, mind, and soul develops? Therefore, there are three main isms of the Gandhian philosophy, that is, idealism, pragmatism, naturalism, and I also feel spiritualism. Because initially, according to the Varda Committee of 1937, and what was realized by Dr. Zakir Hussain, there was a lot of articles written by Gandhiji, which is said that mother tongue should be the medium of education. Don't we teach our children? The first few words is of our own mother tongue. Later on, we add according to the development of the child, according to the age of the child, wherever the child is going to learn. The child needs to learn Hindi. The child needs to learn Hindi, which is an universal language. Apart from Hindi, also learn English because we send them to English medium schools. So the child is right from the age of 1 has to learn the mother tongue, English and Hindi. And if he's in the local surrounding, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, Malayalam, Punjabi, Urdu, there are so many languages, Orissa, Bengali if you're in India. So there's one language that we can teach the child, beginning right from the birth, is your own mother tongue. And apart from that, you need to teach the child Hindi so that he's able to communicate. He or she is able to communicate with others. Don't you think so? English is also a must. Apart from only our education and getting acquiring certificates, which is the main focus for any education. In standard 10th and 12th, what have we seen? That the child gets the highest percentage and it gets the 10th pass certificate, 12th pass certificate. Then you get a degree, which the parents feel the child should grow. No, let the child be skilled. Now, in 2020, we have come out with a new NEP policy saying that the child's, apart from the academic, there should be a balance between the academic and the skill. Why? So that when the child grows, the child should know what is entrepreneurship. The child should know what is banking, should have an interest or at least listen to music. Yes? When we learn through various collaborative methodologies, our pedagogy should be designed in such a way that the child's interest is not hampered. The child may be a good artist, maybe a good creator, maybe a good writer, maybe a painter, maybe a musician, yes, maybe a photographer, maybe a counselor, maybe a good listener, maybe a doctor. Some aspirations are there within the child, or maybe a scientist. We don't know what each child comes into this world with. So we need to give the child various areas where the child can improve, the child can grow, the child is able to understand. So education is not limited to your own house or your own school. It's much more. Let the child learn how a bird flies. Let the child see how a plant grows. Take the child out, take the child for the walk. Let it feel the splashing of the muddy waters. Wash the leg. So what? Let the child feel the dog if you have a pet dog. Let the young adult know that helping, empathy towards others. Helping others when a person is walking with a heavy bag, the child should feel from within, yes, I should help that person. He may not be related to you. The person has fallen down. Pick the person up. Let the person stand up. Or give him a little water if you have a glass of water. These are all values that are there within. So we need to develop our children with values of empathy, sympathy, creativity, apart from just teaching them the subjects of math, science, English, geography. Gujarati, Hindi, we need to teach them certain skills. So we need to develop our child so that the child becomes a holistic person. How to interact with others, how to be a good human being. I think if we do that much, we are doing a big service to the entire community, which is the world. And if we live in this world, see that you give back something in the form of education, health, and development of each and every individual that interacts with you. God bless you, and remember the values that Gandhiji has given us. Read his books sometimes. Read through the leaders' books. Read through their life journey. You'll get some insight. Something will inspire you. So hope you find this an interesting video, and we shall talk about various leaders that have developed our values, our outlook, our concern towards people and community.